Hey there riders, more news out of Yamaha on the 2023 model front with the MT-125 receiving some choice updates. On the scale of things, not huge, however I think they'll be welcome to many riders. The MT is Yamaha's naked bike line for reference, so relaxed but upright ergos in the roadster theme. We don't get the MT-125 here in Australia at the moment at least, instead our smallest MT offering is for now the MT-03, but obviously in Europe and elsewhere it's a big segment. Straight up we see the main update from the 2023 MT-07 carried across. That's the TFT display, and the MT-125 will be running the same 5-inch TFT. You'll just be limited to the one display mode, which is the street theme, where the MT-07 gets an additional display option. The new dash will connect to a smartphone via the My Ride app and allow call, email and message notifications, with the app also able to notify of technical issues which can be emailed to a specific address like your dealer, Yamaha dealer. The app will also record journey data, including performance, to make sharing on socials easy, if that's your thing. I'm not really sure what the rules are for Europeans on the A1 licenses around mobile phone use, but here in Australia, learner and probationary riders are not allowed to use a phone at all. I'm going to assume that's not the case in Europe, as it would make this feature a bit useless for most riders. The other big ticket item is the inclusion of a traction control system on the little 125. Granted, that may seem like overkill to us Aussies, however it may be a different story over in Europe, where you're more likely to deal with snow, black ice, cobbled streets and other slippery conditions that are a little bit less common here. This joins the 124cc Euro 5 single cylinder with VVA or variable valve actuation, giving stronger top end performance and better low end torque without as many trade-offs. Peak power is 11 kilowatts at 10,000 RPM or almost 15 ponies, and torque maxes out at 11.5 Newton meters at 8,000 RPM. That's a liquid cooled power plant and 4 valve and 4 stroke with single overhead cam. There's a wet slip and assist clutch too, and 6-speed gearbox. I was blown away by how good the little R15 here in Australia is, so I imagine this bike is a page from the same book. Fuel consumption is 2.1 litres per 100 kilometers, which is in scooter territory without having to have the scooter. The fuel tank is also 11 litres, so that's a huge range. The bike only holds just over a litre of oil however, so more frequent oil changes may be a good idea. There's a delta box frame and aluminium swing arm to keep weight down, while 41mm USD forks are run with a single rear shock, and travel is 130 at the front and 110mm at the rear. Brakes are a 292mm front and 220mm rear rotor with a radial mount front caliper which looks like a 2-piston unit. Wheels are 17-inch and a 100/80 front and 140/70 rear in the tyres. The MT-125 weighs in at 142 kilos for the outgoing version, so I doubt much has changed there. And the seat height is 810mm or 31.9 inches, so not super low if you're a shorter rider. As for reference, the MT-03 is a 780mm seat height or 30.7 inches. Naturally, the bike also runs the latest generation styling with aggressive LED headlight, including 2 position lights. That style tends to be a polarizing one, but then something everyone is okay with tends to be fairly dull anyway. I couldn't find any info on pricing or arrival for the new MT-125 at this stage, so we'll have to wait and see how it compares to the outgoing model. No change would probably be nice considering the current financial conditions, but probably isn't too realistic either. Anyway, let me know what you think of the MT-125 updates and whether you're considering one. As always, stay safe out there, and if you've made it this far, hit that like button.